Hello, everyone. This is Tosh Letter.
Antonio Turner.
Welcome to another edition of GTA's Heat Check, brought to you by GTA Sports Network. If you haven't already, make sure you follow GTA Sports Network, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Don't forget to check GTA's Heat Check on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe to GTASportsNet.com for all things in the world of sports. Tone, how we doing, man?
Oh yeah, I'm good, bro. How are you?
I was good until I seen Bleacher Report blow up these highlights that I got to address the elephant in the room. The Washington Wizards beat the Brooklyn Nets by 2 points. I think it was 124, 122.
Yeah, they was going back and forth the all game.
Here's my thing. Every highlight I've seen of KD and Kyrie this year so far, yes, Kyrie is doing what he has to do. He's in full Uncle Drew mode, and KD looks like KD. I mean,
He
he's
do.
easily going to be up there in the scoring champion conversation once again.
Yeah.
My only issue with the Brooklyn Nets is something that we already discussed before KD even returned to the court. No defense.
Yeah, that.
No
Well,
defense. Like none. Okay. Jared
yeah.
Allen's not even looking like a defensive threat anymore at this point. People are
Yeah.
dunking on Jared
Well,
Allen.
exactly. That. Yeah, I think they're using more of DeAndre. That's not helping.
That's not helping at all. DeAndre is getting those minutes off of the relationship with KD
Yeah,
and his
KD and probably Kyrie too.
and his reputation from when he was on the Clippers. Me
How
personally, I
long was
think
that?
that's going to affect the development of Jared Allen. Jared Allen, in my opinion, needs to get out of Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
At this point, if they're going to run with an old man like DeAndre Jordan as the primary defender,
I saw the 20 games last year. He started most of the season.
I know. That's what I'm saying. If
And
I'm Jared Allen and
that's
I
my
want to
guy.
develop, then I got to get out of Brooklyn. If they win a chip this year, which I don't think they will, and I'm gonna break down why, then I would get my chip and run. Once I become a free agent, just get my chip and run.
Yeah.
Or request a trade and be a part of a trade package to get James Harden. I mean, might as well. I mean, at this point, the Brooklyn Nets with Steve Nash at the helm and D'Antoni at the assistant coach, as well as Amari Stoudemire, no defense between the three of them.
Well, yeah.
None.
Well, because KD older now, Kyrie barely played defense.
Right. So, and that's what I'm saying. Every game is going to be down to you have to shoot them out the gym. That's the only way you're going to beat them.
Oh, absolutely.
Literally, before the game, they asked Coach Scott Brooks what was the game plan for KD, and he said, I quote, pray and hope he misses.
Yeah. That's like, a great
because he knows. I
mean, that's about the best you could do.
You can't stop him.
He like KD gonna get his.
He basically 7 feet tall with a 7'6" wingspan. What you gonna do with that?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
What you gonna do with that?
Exactly.
I saw Westbrook try to guard him on one play, and I'm like, really, Russ? Really?
Oh yeah, he was just trying to show him I'm still that.
I'm still that guy. Yeah.
I'm still that guy.
I'm still that guy. Yeah, but KD shot over him. I was one.
With ease, absolutely.
It wasn't even a struggle. He just looked at him like, okay, it's, business as usual around here. I don't know what you thought you was doing, but okay.
I have zero idea what you was doing.
Unless you thought you was gonna get a steal off the pickup, you know what I mean? Like try to rip him going up into the shooting motion, but I don't know. But yeah, my thing is this: if I'm Atlanta and I take this small sample size, because keep in mind, Atlanta almost beat them in the previous matchup.
Oh, so you want him in Atlanta? You want Jared Allen in Atlanta?
No. Well, I didn't say that, but that's not a bad. That was actually not a. That's like forward thinking.
That's what I thought you were going.
No. I was saying if I'm Atlanta, I would take this small sample size as far as the matchup with Brooklyn being the potential number one in the East, and then potential because what we just saw the other night was basically a playoff matchup.
Yeah,
because there's a huge chance if they can step up their defense throughout the season,
Atlanta
the offense like at elite level, that Brooklyn could be number one in coming out the East, going into the playoffs, and then Atlanta will be the eighth seed, projected eighth seed. So these two are going to see each other in the playoffs. It's going to be a Trae Young versus Kyrie Irving matchup.
I really need them not to be the AC though.
It's going to be a John Collins versus KD kind of matchup in the playoffs.
I really need them not to be the AC though.
I'm sorry.
I really need Atlanta not to be the AC.
I don't want them to be AC, but that's
the 6.
It could happen though.
I need at least the 6. I'll take 7. I don't need 8. I don't need you that low. Y'all better than 8.
I agree, but I'm only saying HC because they haven't been there yet.
I feel you. I understand that too.
Then, but then take what you just said. If they don't, if let's say Atlanta gets the 7th seed, right? Worst case scenario, let's say they get 7. In Brooklyn, because they don't play no defense, they continue not to play no defense. Therefore, they won't come out number 1 because they lose too many games, like neck and neck games, like 122, 124, 130, 132. They lose just enough games to fall to the 2nd seed. Then Atlanta still got to play them in the first round.
Yeah, well, the biggest problem anyway with them losing yesterday was Kyrie not supposed to take the shot first. KD supposed to take the shot first.
And
he was open too.
I mean, depends on, but no. I'll say I disagree because Kyrie was open.
I said he was open.
Kyrie was open. Now, if Kyrie was shooting, now if Kyrie shot a contested James Harden step back type of 3 over 2 dudes, then yeah, you'd be absolutely right about that. KD should have took the game winning shot.
Yeah, however, I mean, because by the time KD got the ball, he had a lot of time.
He had to jack the shot, basically.
I mean, he put up a good shot, but he didn't have a lot of time to do it.
All I know is those words that Kyrie said came back to bite him in the ass.
Oh yeah, because he was disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. Because LeBron, all the LeBron fans was on the comments saying LeBron would have hit that shot.
LeBron was logo LeBron last night too.
They said Bron would have hit that shot.
He did. He was shooting from the logo yesterday.
Yeah, they said somebody put up a meme of LeBron and AD in the bubble laughing with their mask on, laughing at KD for missing that shot.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, that's terrible. Don't ever disrespect LeBron like that again.
Exactly. They got me defending LeBron.
I'm not a LeBron fan either, but in that one particular quote you said, I'm like, dude, you are being so disrespectful right now. Like,
man.
The dude got you a championship.
And they in cruise control right now.
Truth be told, you wouldn't have a ring without LeBron.
Right.
Don't ever be that disrespectful again.
Don't ever be disrespectful like
you
that.
You lost to a Wizards team that hasn't won many games this year yet.
They only won 2.
Yeah, you lost to Russell. You think Russell not gonna go home laughing at you about this? Yeah.
Right.
I beat KD and Kyrie today.
He ain't happy, man. Well, he ain't happy because they like 2-6.
Oh, breaking news. Anthony Lynn got fired.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was turning off my notifications. What I tell you off air.
You said he was about to get fired. You said
we'll get into NFL.
We're gonna get to the NFL later. You said he was gonna get fired today. You said today is what you call this Monday?
They call it Doomsday.
Doomsday.
They call it Doomsday in NFL.
When the regular season ends, everybody get fired.
3 people already got fired.
Gates got fired Sunday before Monday even got here. He was the first one to go.
Rowan got fired this morning.
Who did?
Jaguars.
Who?
The Jags coach.
Oh, yeah. No, I seen that. Okay.
Yeah, I know you said who because nobody know who. I know who he is, but not a lot of people know.
Yeah. Your sound went out when you said it too. It said he that irrelevant. The sound went out when you said his name.
Exactly.
Terrible. It's terrible. So, back to the NBA. While we're on the Hawks, I wanted to put in a point of the Pacers and the way they're playing right now, with Sabonis being the face of the franchise right now. Oladipo taking a step back and being the number 2 option, and really number 3 option.
Because did you see that game on what was that, Friday or Saturday
when they lost to the Knicks?
No, they beat. Oh yeah, they did lose. But you see who went off though?
Brogdon, right?
Brogdon had like 33 and missed like 1 shot.
Oh yeah, Brogdon. Well, little do people know because I know it was a very silent ceremony. Malcolm Brogdon,
when he got Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he's Rookie of the Year, and people forget. I didn't even know it. I was like,
yeah, because that was the wasn't that Ben Simmons draft class?
I believe so.
Yeah,
but he didn't play that year.
Yeah, Ben Simmons missed that year. There was somebody else that was in that class too.
Yeah, so
I think he had crazy numbers too. They just didn't win.
Right. So you got to realize Malcolm Brogdon's part of the 50-40-90 club.
Oh yeah,
Milwaukee. So
he really showed it as. I think he's starting to get his flow with the Pacers now. He really showed it.
I think once they got a new coach, they understood, okay, McMillan had Oladipo as the number 1 option. So his schemes were designed for Oladipo's style of play.
Yeah, then he got hurt. And then so he got
hurt. And McMillan was trying to make Brogdon play those same positions.
And that's not his game.
That's not his game. You get a new coach that comes in and says, we're going to scrap all the old coach schemes and come in with my schemes from Toronto. And based on player availability, player health, expectations, Brogdon's the number one scoring option now, which is how it should have been.
Right.
That's what you paid him for.
Yeah.
You paid him to be the number one option.
Oh, absolutely. And he's probably the best shooter on the team, to be honest.
Right. Now, when it comes to the best big man on the team, we already know, no question, it's Sabonis.
Exactly.
So Sabonis be your number 2, Oladipo's your number 3, Turner's your 4th, and then the list goes down from there as far as Aaron Holiday, Justin Holiday, Jeremy Lamb when he gets back into the.
Think they're gonna be better without TJ?
Do I think the team will be better without TJ?
Yeah.
What? He's a 3, right?
Yeah, he's a small 4. Yeah.
It depends because he showed potential in the bubble, but I don't know if he can do that outside of the bubble.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, because you're losing TJ, but you gaining Sabonis healthy.
I think they will be better.
Yeah.
The
Holiday brothers ain't nothing to sneeze about.
No.
Combined together.
We may have underestimated Justin Holiday when he was in Chicago and all the other stops he made before he got to Indiana.
Well, you already know, I like Aaron Holiday already. I think he got
Aaron Holiday has the potential.
All of them to me.
He has the potential to be the best out of all of them.
I thought he would. I think he's probably going to be.
I won't say that yet. It all depends on how Milwaukee maximizes Drew Holiday. Now that
I'm not sure. I'm not saying it's gonna all last with the Pacers, but you put Aaron Holiday on up, he's a starter almost in the E10.
Yeah, and one could argue if they hadn't put the money behind Brogdon, Aaron Holiday would have been the number 1 option.
Yeah, and now the Pacers are starting Doug McDermott too.
Yeah, I seen that.
Which is basically a poor man TJ. I mean, he could shoot better than TJ. 3 better at least.
The overall, the team will be better without Warren, in my opinion, because these players have played with each other already. The chemistry is already there. When he gets back, if he can ingratiate himself and not try to take over, if you will,
not be the bubble TJ.
Yeah, and just kind of like ease your way back in and play.
Average about 12, 13 a game.
Yeah, we don't need no more than 15, 20 from you.
Yeah, exactly.
20 if we're losing and we need somebody to step up in the 4th, it'd be nice. But really, 15 points is all we need from him.
Exactly, because by that time, Sabonis is averaging 20 and 12.
Easy. And then Miles will do what Miles got to do.
25 and 12 now because he got career high points right now.
Right, because you said yourself that that Miles plays better with Sabonis being healthy.
This year for sure. Yeah. Maybe not in the past he hadn't been, but it's looking better this year.
Because he stopped taking all them. We don't need him at the perimeter.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the shots he are taking from perimeter is in the corner, which is the smallest part.
He can hit those.
Yeah, we don't need you taking them at the top of the key in the wing.
No. I don't need you out there looking like a poor man Karl Anthony Towns. I don't
exactly a poor man Karl, because Karl Anthony can hit
them. I don't like him hitting them either, but that you get my point.
Yeah, exactly. It makes Sabonis is actually looking a passing big man.
Yeah.
He averaging like 6 assists right now.
Yeah. No, real quick, I want to congratulate Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors for hitting a career high 62 points.
Yeah.
Over Portland.
Yeah. They said he heard all the chatter.
He heard all the chatter. He got tired of it. Welcome back, Draymond Green, making it back into the lineup.
You see what Dame said?
Which time? Like, before the 62 points? After?
After.
Nah, what did he say?
He said, well, yeah. He was like, all much respect.
Yeah, when a man drops a career high, you got to give it to him.
And a good half of it was on Dame.
And it was in the third quarter, too. That's when Steph gets hot.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, he had in the first too, because he had 25 in the first.
But I told you last night, I told you that when Draymond Green's on the court, he plays better.
Yeah. I mean, like, it was nice. We all know Steph could go get hot whenever.
True. But it's hard to do that when you with players you ain't never played with before.
Yeah, exactly.
Draymond knows your game. Draymond gonna get you in your spots. He's gonna get you the ball where you need to get it. And all you gotta do is do your dribble, step back, boom. You can do your James Harden impression if you want to.
He's having a career high too in points right now.
Who's that?
Steph. He averaging 33 right now.
Oh, they're gonna need every last bucket out of him.
He gonna need to average about 33 to 35 a game this season for them to get to the playoffs.
I don't know, man. I watched your Kings barely, and I do mean barely, lose to the Rockets. And that was without James Harden because I think James Harden that was an ankle injury.
Yeah, it was a back-to-back though. They played them back. Well, I don't know if it was back-to-back games. They played them back-to-back times.
Yeah, but I must say I watched John Wall go at it with your boy Fox.
Woo! I don't respect De'Aaron Fox.
Hey, you gonna put some respect on John Wall name this year? My man's
I never
averaging 20 points
John
a game.
Wall. I need him to be healthy. That's the only criticism about John Wall.
He looking healthy right now with Christian Wood by his side. He looking real nice right now. Yeah, he averaging 20 points a game.
Yeah,
my man putting in work.
Oh yeah, like I said, I never said I didn't like John Wall. I just said he needs to stay healthy for me.
Listen,
that's the biggest criticism I ever had about John Wall.
I can't stress this enough. We got to get rid of James Harden immediately in Houston. Immediately,
but
he has to go.
Christian Wood, though, that might have been the pickup of the offseason.
Like, little do people know this dude been in the league for 5 years.
I didn't realize it's been that long, but because he got in a dumpster fire in Detroit.
Huh?
He was in a dumpster fire in Detroit and wasn't starting.
But was balling.
I think he was starting because Blake Griffin ain't been healthy.
He had his, exactly. He had his, after he left Detroit, he put up monster numbers in Detroit.
I think he put up numbers that didn't matter, basically, is what it looked like.
Now they matter now.
Yeah, because they wasn't winning in Detroit.
And EJ, shout out to EJ.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, catch and shoot threes look so smooth. Oh, boy. I'm like, I hope he stays at least one more season. Oh, because it can't. It's one of those things where I know we said he wouldn't want to stay because of all the changes and whatnot if James Harden leaves.
That's how I think.
His 15, 20 points off the 3-point line with PJ Tucker hitting his baseline threes. I mean, man.
I think
I'm just saying it'd be nice.
If they trade James Harden, you trading PJ and probably trading EJ. But it's a whole people that's already been there. You're gonna bring in your new guys, your John Wall, like you said, DeMarcus,
but
Christian Wood.
EJ fits the system so well.
I didn't say he didn't.
He's one of those players you can just plug in and it works.
Oh yeah, I just got a feeling though if you do it, you're gonna trade all three of them.
Yeah, that's what you kept saying.
You might keep House or somebody off the bench. Ben
McLemore.
You might
keep McLemore in House. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, you might keep some of them.
You can't keep EJ though.
I mean, I would like EJ to stay, but I think you see him on a contender in the East would be nice, or in the West you could stay with go Lakers, Clippers.
It depends on what he wants. If he's ring chasing, if he's at that point in his career he wants to go get a ring, then yeah, put him on a contender.
Put him
in Brooklyn, put him in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Put him in Miami with Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. Put him out there.
Yeah.
Or if he wants to go to a team and build something, take him to the Knicks with Austin Rivers.
Yeah.
They got the money to pay him.
Yeah.
They still got the money to pay him.
Oh, absolutely.
And them 20 points a game ain't gonna hurt nobody.
You know where? They up and coming. They not playoff. I mean, they playoff. The team that we just talked about, the Hawks.
They got too many shooters.
They got too many?
Yeah, he can't go to Atlanta.
Off the bench, he could too many shooters. Still 6 man.
My man gonna get buried on the depth charts. No. If you want to see Eric Gordon drop 20 points per game on a team that's not talked about like that, send him to Charlotte. Play for MJ.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much time he's gonna get though.
He be off the bench.
I don't know how much time he's gonna get though.
What you mean?
Off the bench. I don't know if he's still because
he would get 6 man. He would get 6 man of the year.
They guard heavy too, though.
Huh?
They guard heavy there too.
Well, I'm saying like
they can guard heavy there.
You can with his resume and his ability. He's well seasoned. He's been deep in the playoffs with Houston and the Clippers.
He probably start at some point because you don't know about Gordon Hayward's health.
Exactly. Well, there's that. And then also give him the 6 man. Give him the 6 man with starter minutes.
Yeah, either that or I can see him there. Charlotte could work. You could go to Lakers and Portland. So.
Now, if you go to the Lakers or Portland, I mean that's lights out. That's lights out because you know what you're here for. We need your 20 points tonight.
EJ for Rodney Hood.
Yeah, I would.
Straight up.
I would.
Pretty much. I would do it.
I would do it. I might have to add one more person on there.
Maybe I don't know who Lakers will give up though.
Oh man, it don't matter who you want to give up. KCP.
No, they're not giving up KCP.
Caruso.
Caruso. I was gonna say Caruso.
Kuzma on the block.
He been balling though.
For how long?
He been balling these first 6 games. Okay.
Man, for how long, man? I don't trust Kuz no more, man. Kuz on the trading block.
He had a good game, man.
Kuz on the trading block, man. I don't want to hear it. He out of here. I told you.
Yeah, we make his numbers look good though, so it's gonna.
You make him look good, so his stock go up.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's gonna get traded at trade deadline. Yes, he's out. He's gone.
Wow.
He's gone. Sorry.
Maybe.
Schroeder is going to take the shots that Kuzma should be taking.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
So because Schroeder's not a Rondo. Schroeder has a jump shot. And he's not afraid to pull it. In fact, he almost shoots the ball before he even thinks to pass the ball. So
yeah,
he's a shoot first, pass later type of guy. So so Kuzma's gonna lose shots because LeBron's gonna shoot even though he's on load management.
He not really.
Hey, they want him on load man, but he ain't really going. He
ain't playing a couple games, but when he playing,
he playing 30
minutes a game.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard to get somebody that's played so many minutes for so long to take a step back.
Right. He went from 38 minutes to 32.
Whoop-de-doo. That ain't nothing.
Exactly.
Still playing pretty much the whole game.
Basically.
You might sit out for half a quarter, if that.
Yeah, I'm about right.
If that.
Yeah.
And you know, AD gonna do what AD does. I mean, that's not even up for discussion at this point. The team I want to address though is the Clippers.
Oh, you got a playoff P? You don't know who I'm talking to?
My guy. That's your guy.
Not my guy.
My man's trying to be Kawhi 2.0. You see, he got the cornrows like Kawhi now and stuff.
I know, I see that. And Kawhi looking like Rip Hamilton with the face.
He looked like the Walmart version.
Yeah, I know, because he is not playing up to. I don't even know what he's averaging right now. He looks
not
like
playing up to Kawhi Leonard standards.
Yeah, I mean, he not at all. He not even. I don't think he gets 20 a game right now.
Yeah, he was under 25 last night, I think.
No, I'm saying I don't think he's even averaging 20. If he's just right at 20, that's because Paul George averaging 30.
It's regular season. What you expect? He does this in the regular season. We've seen this movie before. Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean they're gonna look like the Clippers.
They're gonna look great until the playoffs.
Yeah, like I said, that L's still on there. That 50-point L, ain't nobody forgot.
No, ain't nobody forgot. You lost by 50 plus. Yep, 51 points. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you ain't
down by 50 at the half. We ain't gonna live that one down.
No, that ain't going. That's the whole.
That's the type of game. Them type of games that stop you from getting first ballot Hall of Fame.
He almost got a 2-piece with a biscuit too from Devin Booker.
Yeah, I seen that.
Devin Booker really standing up for his teammate, ready to scrap.
He called him soft.
Yeah, called him probably more soft with some bleeps in the middle of it.
Yeah, he called him an SAN.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Devin got a little bit of Mamba in him. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Hearing him call somebody soft got me thinking of Kobe when he called Dwight Howard soft. So
exactly.
Yeah,
Devin Booker, a light skin killer. So
no comment. No comment. All I know is right now, the Suns look good.
Oh yeah, they got the same record. Them and the Clippers and Lakers all tied 5-2.
They're off to a great start. I think it's dope that Chris Paul is still doing what Chris Paul does at this point in his career.
They was already elevated. We already had expectations for the Suns.
Yeah, CP3 just put you in playoffs.
And I just elevated them to a better seed, a 4 or 5.
But my question to you is who get knocked down if Suns go up? Who goes down?
If they keep not winning, it's looking like the Nuggets. They keep not winning.
Oh, the Nuggets, yeah.
They 2-4, but Jokic is balling.
He's gonna have to defer to Murray, and Murray got to stop deferring to Jokic because a lot of times I see Murray have an open shot and he'll dish it to Jokic, and I'm like,
yeah. I mean, they lost last night. They both had good games. Murray had 36.
Who they lose to?
Who did the Nuggets
I
play?
didn't watch that game.
I can't remember. I just saw the thing. I saw I didn't see the highlights. No, I think they might have won. Was it Spurs? It might have been the Spurs.
That sounds right. Nuggets.
Yeah, it was something like that. But like, Jokic is having a triple double right now on career high in all three.
They won yesterday to the Timberwolves.
Oh, Timberwolves. Okay, but they 2-4.
Yeah, 2-4, 124, 109. Timberwolves 2-4 as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That says something too.
That's saying something. That's what I'm saying. If Denver keep losing, and they might drop a peg. And I had them number one. I had them being the best team, to be honest.
I think you underestimated. They've been on a run being number 2 behind the Warriors for most of the Warriors dynasty. So I feel like at some point your team is either going to stagnate and fall off. And what we saw as Denver, remember those last 2 or 3 years, we said Denver, is just 1 year away. They're just not ready yet. One more year. Well, it's been 3-4 years. So now it's like, okay, at what point do you either step up or fall down? You can't stay there forever.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's just saying from a 2 seed to a 4 seed.
I mean, yeah, it just depends on
5, maybe.
Durability.
They always close. The West is always so close with their numbers.
Yeah.
Between like the 3 and the 6 seed, it's always like a game or two.
Well, what you got to keep in mind is teams that weren't in the conversation 2-3 years ago got better.
Yeah. I mean, the Jazz are staying where they are. They 4-2. They right behind everybody.
Well, my thing with the Jazz is,
I know you're a Rudy Gay hater.
Rudy Gay? You mean Gobert?
Rudy Gobert hater.
I ain't got nothing but love for Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay,
Rudy
low
Gobert.
Key,
yeah, you're Rudy
low
Gobert.
key Hall of Famer at some point in his career, but
Rudy Gobert, that's $200 man, man.
Gobert, on the other hand,
they got Bogdanovich back though, so he been balling.
Bogey.
Yeah, we know a lot about Bogdanovich.
I miss him in Indiana.
I miss him, but
if we had Bogey in Indiana,
they're doing fine without him too. Basically,
they are. It's
they doing fine just without him.
But they would have been They would. I mean, his 20 points per game, it would have just elevated them even more in the playoffs.
But I do like him though with the Jazz though. It gives Donovan a little somebody to help him. Yeah,
as long as he stay healthy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he ain't never had. Last year was the first time he ever really been healthy. Back down, not healthy.
Yeah, it's just he can't help when he's on the sidelines.
Yeah.
But I don't see them getting out outside of the 4th or 5th. I don't see them.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's where the Jazz stay at. The Jazz stay around.
But give credit to their coaching staff. What's his name? Is it Snyder?
Yeah, Quinn Snyder.
Quinn Snyder. Yeah, shout out to Quinn Snyder.
He's from the Popovich tree.
It shows because he's one of those consistent. I think Mike Malone is too, ain't he?
Yeah, Mike Malone is too. They both are.
Yeah, like I said, Snyder. When it comes to Snyder,
I think Mike Malone went somewhere after those Spurs before he went to Denver.
Okay.
I think Quinn Snyder went right to like Utah right after.
But he's kept them in the playoff format every year. Even every time the team changed as far as personnel and draft picks, they have still been in the playoffs this whole time. So now they haven't won anything, but they contend every year. So doing something right.
Yeah.
But I want to see the Rockets still, be a decent seed in the playoffs.
Well, if they trade James Harden, are they still in the playoffs?
Yes.
Question.
Yes.
Where are they at in the playoffs? Bottom tier? 6, maybe?
6th or 7th. They'll be the new OKC of the playoffs. They'll be the ones that face like Lakers or Clippers in the first round and
get a couple games.
Get a couple games in and probably get knocked out in 6 or 7 games.
Yeah, and the way it's looking right now for Dallas, they might not.
Well, with Luka going down, they're gonna lose some games.
Yeah, well, I think he'll be back though. I think it was just like they probably were trying to give him a day or a couple of days rest.
Well, I'm just saying that if when Luka's not 100%. And you don't have Steph Curry as your safety valve anymore, Dallas is going to take a hit. Now, if Porzingis can stay healthy, and that is,
I think he'd be back soon. They say he's been practicing.
If he can stay healthy,
5-on-5s.
If he can stay healthy,
yeah, that's a huge if.
Because as long as Porzingis is on the IR, they're not going anywhere.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They already they 2-4 too. I'm like,
Luka can only do so much. Luka can only do so much, and at some point his body is gonna reach a peak where he can't continue to carry it all by himself. It's a heroic effort every night when he's on the court, but
it's almost Westbrook-esque.
Westbrook-esque, LeBron, young LeBron,
Yeah, that's what I'm
because
saying. It's
he
almost
looked up,
like
he looked,
carrying
yeah,
everything on his shoulders.
yeah. I mean, at one point there's a few players that are in that position or were in that position. Trae Young, this is his first year getting help.
Oh yeah.
But prior to that, he was putting up numbers by
He's
himself.
putting up 30s and they win in 12 games.
Right. So I mean, you gotta put it in perspective. I think Steph is determined to make sure the Warriors get back to the playoffs. Now, how far they go, I don't know. But I think he's
Right.
like
He going
he's
to average, but he got to keep averaging 33.
I don't know if he got it in him all season. That's a long season.
Mm-hmm. Just to fall 8, 7,
just to face the Lakers in the first round
and get shellacked.
and get smacked.
Exactly.
Because y'all ain't got an answer for AD or LeBron on your roster.
You put Draymond on AD, it's a whole problem.
Put Draymond on LeBron, it's a whole problem.
Exactly. You better hope Wiseman is
ready.
You better get man up quick.
That's the only way.
Them some big boys, man. You better be ready.
I feel it.
LeBron dunking on you at 38, 37.
Is there any team upgrades we need to break down? Or we about good with the NBA setup for the day?
Oh yeah, we're about pretty good. I mean, it's still early in the NBA, so we got a lot. It's still plenty of time.
We'll let them build.
Yeah, breaking news in college basketball.
What's up?
We hosting the tournament, the whole tournament.
March Madness is coming to Indianapolis.
The whole tournament, every round.
It's not All-Star weekend, but it's the next best.
I don't know if it's Indianapolis or the whole state of Indiana, but it's in Indianapolis.
Wow.
Because they got a bunch of play. I mean, you got a bunch of places you can play.
True.
Lucas, Bakers, Butler. You want to take them to Bloomington, Purdue if you want to.
IU, Purdue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Take them there. University, IUPUI. You got a bunch of gyms here.
Nice. Cool. Shout out to the NCAA looking out for us since we lost our All-Star game this year. We get the March Madness.
That's the best. We can at least get something.
Give us something. That works.
But then they moved. What's the All-Star game in 2 years here? They moved it to 20.
Yeah, I think it's 2 years out. Yeah, 2023.
Yeah, they already had the next one playing.
Mm-hmm. I think it's in Cleveland next year.
Oh, okay. Or is it Vegas?
I think it's Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and move to the NFL. We got way more to unpack in the NFL after last night. Woo. Let me start it off with congratulations to the New York Jets for firing Coach Adam Gase.
You've been wanting him to get fired every game. You was like, is he fired yet?
Finally.
You try to get him fired every game.
Finally. You told me he said
get fired anyway.
He said, don't worry about it, man. They're gonna wait till the end of the season. They're gonna let him go.
Yeah, he should have got fired. So when he calls him the number 1 pick.
Absolutely, yeah, man. Trevor Lawrence in New York City. Are you serious?
Calls me Trevor Lawrence. That's a fireable offense.
That's a fireable offense.
That's a more fireable offense than losing.
Facts. We were already tanking. You might as well just finish the job.
Exactly. You wait till week 14 to win a game. Are you serious?
Nah. Of course, the Jets take your time. It's just like when you have a bad breakup. You don't gotta jump into another relationship. Take your time. The draft ain't till April, so you ain't really gotta make no real heavy decisions till about March, right after Super Bowl.
They usually make them round right before they'll have it by February. They'll have a head coach.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Super Bowl's in February, end of February going into March.
It's a domino effect though for coaches in NFL.
Yeah.
Once one coach once somebody hire one, they all gonna start get hired right after it.
Now don't laugh at me, but what was the name of the Jaguar coach that got fired again?
Doug Monroe.
Doug Monroe?
Monroe, something like that. Yeah, he's been head coach before though.
Clearly the Jaguars said, you're not coaching Trevor Lawrence. We're gonna get somebody to know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, he was supposed to be he was the coach in he got fired in Buffalo. Buffalo's head coach Sean McDermott took his spot.
And look where they are now.
Exactly. Yeah, well, he wasn't supposed to be the head coach of Jacksonville at the time. He was like I don't know what they call
interim head coach.
No, he was like a counsel. He went there just like counsel the head coach that was there, and he got fired, and then he became the head coach.
Oh wow.
It was some crazy. Yeah, it was a lot.
It was announced also. A little bit of good news before we go to the next bad news one. The Bengals decided to keep their coach for Burrows next season.
Zach Taylor. Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
They keeping Zach. They say they like the
should.
foundation that Zach has
Well, it's
built
only
there.
his first year or second
I
year.
think so, first or second. Yeah, they say they like the foundation and culture that Zach has built in Cincinnati, so they're gonna keep Zach.
Yeah, they probably.
Pretty sure.
My guy. I'm sorry, gotta get traded. I'm sorry, AJ Green. I'm sorry. You're my guy.
It's time for him to go.
Yeah, you wanted to stay because of Joe Burrow, and you lose him, and clock ticking on top of that too. If you're trying to somebody trade for you.
We can go draft us a new AJ Green in the draft.
Yeah, I mean, they got some. They got some nice pieces, some young receivers out
there. Ain't Higgins wide out?
Yeah, they got Higgins. They got Tyler Boyd. All them be balling.
AJ Green might.
Joe Mixon might be time for you to get off the team too. To be honest.
I ain't gonna hear no qualms out of me. As long as Joe Burrows has the team that he needs to win games.
Yeah, I mean they still a couple years away.
Yeah,
because they have
a better record next year.
ACL.
I think they have a better record next year.
Yeah, I mean, it was 4-12, 6-10. I see about 6-10.
Yeah,
maybe 7-9.
7-9.
Maybe.
Sad news today. The Los Angeles Chargers. They fired Anthony Lynn today.
I'm glad you said Los Angeles because I almost said San Diego.
That was a real San Diego type move. Yeah, absolutely.
I told you literally last night. I was afraid it was gonna happen, but I knew why it happened.
Why?
Because he's been there for like 5-6 years.
They said 4 years.
Playoff appearance.
They said 4 years.
Okay, 4 years. It felt like I think he was the head coach for 4 years. I think he already been there. I think he was like a coordinator or something.
Hmm.
And then you got Justin Herbert, so it's probably a new league, man. Get a young quarterback in for her. I mean, a young coach in for Herbert, offensive mind.
You know, it's a short leash on black coaches, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, I told you I didn't want it to happen, but I had a feeling they wouldn't win it. He's a great coach, but he's a coach that like loses all his like by 3 points. It wasn't just this year; he did it last year too. When you losing like 5-6 games within a touchdown, and you always in the game at the end of the game, but then you can't like close it out.
Yeah.
It's you say it fall on the quarterback, but it's gonna fall on the head coach at the end of the day too.
Wow.
It's definitely not gonna fall on Justin Herbert. I can tell you that. No, rookie year. You could blame Phillip Rivers a couple of times, like you probably will.
Of course.
Yeah, you could probably blame Phillip Rivers for some of it. At time now, I got a new quarterback. What you gonna do?
So what you're saying is basically they got a new quarterback, and
what I'm saying?
Phillip Rivers is no longer the scapegoat.
Yeah, exactly.
It falls back on the coach now.
Yeah, I mean he'll get a head coaching. Maybe not this season. He'll probably get coordinate for a year or two.
Work his way back up again.
Yeah, or if you do get a head coach, it's going to be somewhere goofy like the Jets.
Possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Now, if you take him to Houston, now we're talking.
You put him with Deshaun Watson. Nah, that's when you really see what your coaching ability looking like.
Well, I think what's the name deserves it though. First,
who?
The Kansas City's off of Airbnb.
Oh, definitely. If
he needs to coach Deshaun Watson.
If you put, rightfully so. If you put what Eric's done in Kansas City and what Anthony Flynn's done with the Chargers in LA, resumes don't add up. Like, why would I go for that guy?
They said Jets, Falcons, and Jaguars want to be in. Already interviewed them.
Okay.
And I think Houston interviewed them last year.
Right. Okay. Well, while we are on last night's events, those that watched the primetime game of the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Washington football team, Tone, I have to ask you, you're a football guy.
Yeah.
Did the Eagles tank that game on purpose last night?
I don't know if they did it on purpose. I think they did it just because they weren't thinking about the Giants They was like, we thinking about our team, what we got.
It's hard to explain that to Giants fans. Because let me tell you,
absolutely.
last night even Eli got in on Twitter and said, "Yo, this is why we don't like the Eagles now."
Yeah, it was bad time. The fourth quarter, really.
They was like, "Why is Jalen Hurts not in the game?"
And he scored. He the only one that scored touchdowns.
He was having a good game.
I mean, okay, but he the only one that scored points. He was like 7-30, but he got 2 rushing TDs.
Right.
They only have 14 points.
And the cameras caught him on the sideline saying this ain't right. Like he knew it was a fix. Like almost
but
like
they had the offensive lineman on the sideline with their head down the whole fourth quarter.
Like it's like they knew like we're throwing a game away just to let them into the letting them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
A lot of
everybody's like it's a fireable offense for Peterson, but their season was already trash. So
and he's already locked in anyway.
Exactly. They already said he was coming back next year.
They already announced it. They said Peterson's coming back.
Yeah, I mean you get leeway when you got a Super Bowl ring.
Clearly.
You get another 2 years, to be honest.
Clearly, because if it wasn't for that ring, I'm telling you, he would have been fired.
Yeah, it's a recent ring, so you get an extra 2 years on top of that.
It's crazy.
Now, if you have a bad year next year, now the pressure on.
Now you're in the hot seat.
You're in the hot seat, and it's getting this fire up there.
Well, what I found out, and I don't know if you knew this or not, if the Eagles had won last night, they would have got the 9th seed in draft next year.
Yeah, I knew that. I heard about that.
But
with them losing, they got 6 seed.
Exactly. So,
but I mean, it's not a lot you could get with them. It's not Trevor Lawrence.
Right, but looking at the mock draft as it is right now, what are the chances that Philadelphia could get Justin Fields?
I mean, it's a decent chance, but they need more than a quarterback, to be honest.
What do they need?
Offensive line, healthy wide receivers. So give me some young guys. I'm sorry, Deshaun Watson, you gone. I mean, not Deshaun Jackson. You gone. Alshon Jeffrey, you gone. You can't afford Zach Ertz no more. He gone.
Oh, so we cleaning house.
38. The offensive line is old.
Oh, so we cleaning house.
You might as they can't. Carson Wentz got all the money, so they can't afford to keep them all.
True.
And Deshaun Jackson played 3 games this year, and like 2 games last year.
Waste of money.
Yeah, basically. I mean, they ain't been healthy. They older. Get some fresh guys up in there, man. Jason Peters, 38. Jason Kelce, Travis Kelce brother. He was the lineman on the field with the sideline last night with his head down. He probably like, get me out of here.
He probably calling his brother up. Hey, they got a spot over there for me.
Y'all need some help. I'll back up. I'll back up if you need me back up.
Yeah, put him on second or third string.
Exactly. So I think they need more than. I mean, I think Jalen Hurts is probably they're gonna have to live with Jalen Hurts for right now.
Yeah. I mean that's fine, but I mean like as far as you said, they need other positions. They need to rebuild. So
and they're just on offense. We ain't gonna talk about the catastrophe on defense.
And what is that?
They need everything on defense.
Oh, gotcha.
I can't even think of I know one player on their defense, Fletcher Cox. The only player I know.
Wow.
On their defense.
Well, while we at it, let's get more. Let's talk about the celebrations from last night. The Cleveland Browns' 18-year drought is finally over. They're going to the playoffs.
They deserve it.
Bad news is you're playing the Steelers, the team you just beat last night.
Well,
but you're playing the Steelers, like Big Ben and them.
And they barely beat the Steelers without Big Ben.
So I have to ask you, Tone, because you said something off the air. You said you was gonna go for the Browns. Do you still feel that way this morning?
I mean,
is it possible that Baker can elevate his game another level and get over Big Ben?
I put it like this: if they do what they did yesterday, give it to Nick Chubb, who had 150 yards or some crazy number like that. It's ground and pounds to playoffs, man. You got the Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Can Baker get past the first round?
You're not going to need a lot from Baker.
It's a yes or no question.
Well, they got my head coach, too, from Minnesota.
True.
He made Kirk Cousins look really good.
He made Kirk Cousins look good last year.
Off the running game.
Really good last
play
year.
action.
really good last year.
If he and Baker, I take Baker or Kirk Cousins any day.
When have you said this? I've never heard you say that.
I never think I would have to.
Are you saying that now based on what you saw last night?
I've never been. First of all, a question never been asked me if I take Baker over Kirk Cousins. It's always been you take Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford. Never
But
said
Baker was never a good enough quarterback to be in that conversation.
I would have, if that conversation would ever happen, I would have said Baker.
They were 6-10 last year, Thomas.
I still would probably took Baker.
They were 6-10.
I know what they were.
They were garbage. And the year before that, they only won like 3 games.
I would have took commercial Baker over Kirk Cousins.
Get off my phone, man. Get off. Get off. You just disrespected Captain Kirk. And y'all locked him in for 2 more years. Don't do that.
At 7-9.
Well,
we're not talking about the Vikings, so.
Oh, okay. Really, y'all lost Stefanski. That's why y'all didn't play that well this year. You knew when they got rid of him that was gonna be a problem.
Kirk Cousins will step up though.
Zimmer should step up.
The man 2 more years after this.
Zimmer gonna have to step up next year, or else he's gonna. I don't see him making it out through his contract if he don't step up next year.
And Dalvin Cook won 5 of the games pretty much.
The running game alone is what saved him.
He was the second leading rusher in the NFL, and he missed 4 games.
That says a lot.
He was hurt for 3, or hurt for 2.5 because he played half a game and got hurt. So then because his father prayers up to his dad.
Yeah, no, definitely. So to answer the question, do you truly believe in your heart of hearts Baker Mayfield, based on what you saw yesterday in the last 2 or 3 games of the regular season, week 15 through 17, can Baker Mayfield outduel Big Ben round 1?
The problem is Big Ben's the better quarterback. Everybody knows this.
Yeah, even I know this. Go ahead.
Big Ben's the better quarterback. But the Steelers that got 0 run game, 0.
Right.
They average like 40, 50 yards. Nick Chubb averages 90 yards a game by itself. Kareem Hunt averages another 70 by itself.
Okay. So that's what?
150, 60 yards in rushing. Baker gets you about 20 himself too, 20 to 30.
So you looking at about 200 yards rushing.
Yeah, about 200 yards rushing. So you knew Baker to do is like manage and don't turn the ball over.
So basically Ryan Tannehill the game.
Yeah, basically a poor man. Yeah,
and let Chubb and Hunt be the Derrick Henry of the game and let them run through everybody.
Oh yeah, that's the game right there.
That's the game right there.
I think that's the game of the week.
Tennessee Titans, Baltimore Ravens, running game versus run game. Who gonna outrun who?
It's last year's playoff matchup.
It goes right back to it does. It goes right back to last year. But before we get into the games, I got a couple more points we'll talk about. Then we'll break down the matchups for this week. We'll wrap this up. The Colts are in the playoffs, barely.
Whoa! I told you what was gonna happen. You didn't listen.
What do you mean I didn't listen?
I told you the Colts are going to the playoff. Miami's not.
How far are they getting, sir?
I didn't say you didn't ask all that time.
Colts play the Buffalo Bills week 1. I don't want to hear it.
You know who
who's gonna win that game.
I've been on Buffalo for 2 years.
Now, granted, I was with them last year. They had a nice run. They got Stephon Diggs in all season.
When you had my guys sitting, yeah, Diggs. Yeah.
When they picked up Diggs, you knew what time it was. When they picked up Diggs, you knew what it was. Now, the Colts play the Bills Sunday. Are you telling me, with all the talk you've had about Phillip Rivers all season, that Phillip Rivers, old man Rivers, can outscore a young, hungry Josh Allen, MVP level Josh Allen?
Never said that.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to either.
I'm riding with, but what I do think is it's going to be a lot closer than a lot of people think.
But the Colts are still going to go home, is what you're saying.
Yeah, everybody got the Bills blowing them out. I don't see that happening. Colts defense is too good to get blew out.
Okay.
Colts defense.
I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah, Colts defense is a top 5 defense.
Okay, I get that.
And it's going to be, the weather we're talking about Buffalo here.
It's going to be cold.
It's going to be cold. It's going to be snowing.
It might be frigid. Phillip Rivers is a California boy. I don't think he built for that.
Exactly. I'm just saying, I don't think Josh Allen is going to be putting up 50 pieces.
You put up
That's
some
my guy
30s,
too.
couple 20s and 30s.
I mean, it's gonna be like 35, 28. I go that sound nice score to me.
Okay. All right. Well, before we get into the matchup, we got one more. We got one more out of the way. The Chicago Bears made it into the playoffs this year with
By skin of their teeth.
With an 8-8 record.
By skin of their teeth.
Due to, I believe, it's Arizona and the Rams game that got them in there.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona's 8-8 as well, and they would have got the last spot had they beat the Rams.
Yeah.
So we got an 8-8 NFC team in the playoffs.
Yeah, and see, I didn't know this. I didn't watch it. I know that Colin Murray got hurt. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got hurt and came back late in the game. It was too
Yeah,
late.
I didn't realize that. Because I looked at it, I said, who? The starting quarterback.
Yeah, and
I don't know his name. I don't know dude's name.
Right. We both had underdog teams making it. You had the Cardinals going in, I had the Dolphins sliding in, both of them got kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
well, Bears about to go to New Orleans. It's by skin of their teeth. They get knocked out.
Yeah, they are playing the Saints. You're right. I thought that
Yeah.
That's right because Washington team plays the Buccaneers. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. That's what it was. Free Deshaun Watson till Deshaun Watson is free.
Hey, Deshaun almost. I told you I had two bets, and I had Deshaun Watson beating him, and he about beat him
by himself.
It took a lucky field goal because the ball bounced off the upright.
And it wasn't even fair. The thing is, the Titans kicked 2 field goals.
Yeah.
The coach on the Texans end called a timeout right when he kicked it. And they called it. So they let the kick not work because he called it at the last second. And I was like, oh man, he got a kick.
And they ain't got no defense because Ryan Tannehill threw the ball 60 yards to AJ Brown.
Right.
I don't know how. It was like 10 seconds to go.
Hey, look, whatever it takes, man.
And he still kicked a 50 plus.
Whatever it takes, man.
Or whatever, 40 plus or something like that.
Whatever it takes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're finally at the end of the regular season. All the teams are officially in. So now we can break down playoff picture 2020. We're going to start with the AFC. So we got the Kansas City Chiefs locked in, number 1, no surprise there. The reigning Super Bowl champions are trying to run it back.
They relaxing.
They chilling. Clinch division, home field advantage. That means everybody has to go through Arrowhead Stadium. Pray for you real quick. Anybody that got to go through there.
And they're going to be on 2 weeks off because they didn't play in week 17.
That's right. The starters didn't play. So they're well rested.
Well rested.
Andy Reid is a genius. Let's move forward. The Buffalo Bills. My man. I talked to my guy last night, my man Chuck, about this. He's a Detroit fan I was telling you about. Big Detroit guy.
Oh God.
He believed, he did like you did. He put money on the Bills to win the Super Bowl as well. He said, and I'm gonna get your take on this. He believes the Buffalo Bills is the only team that can go to Arrowhead Stadium and actually has a shot at beating Patrick Mahomes. What's your thoughts?
I get that. They played them already and lost.
The Bills lost.
Bills and Kansas City came to Buffalo and beat them.
That's what I'm saying. But he believes that their talent level right now that they're playing at, they
can match them offensively.
A well-rounded game enough to actually give them a fair chance to beat them.
Yeah, I think they can match them offensively. The X factor is Josh Allen because he can rush. He runs the ball too.
But Pat does too, though.
I mean, he don't really run it like that though. Mahomes, he escapes around the pot. He runs around.
I've seen him running for touchdowns too in the red zone.
I mean, he will, but Josh Allen had like 10 rushing CDs.
No, Josh runs. No, he's definitely a runner.
That's what I'm saying. Josh Allen had like 500 yards rushing, 600 yards.
Yeah,
as a quarterback.
Definitely. So
and Stephon Diggs, we already know he cannot be stopped. They were double covering this man, and he still led the league in receiving yards and touchdown.
Got you. So how does this work? Since they have the week off, not counting this week they just took off in 17, but they get the first week off. Do they play the winner of the Bills and Colts matchup?
No, they'll play the lower seed.
Lower seed. Okay. So good. So
the Bills, if the Bills win, the Bills are 2 seed. So they go to the bottom, like you know how the bracket. They go to number 2, and then they'll play the highest ranked team between the 4 and 5.
So got you. So that means the number 1 that's resting will end up playing whoever wins in the Colts matchup with the Bills.
No, it'll play. So the Bills will play. Who the 4 or 5? The Bills will play
Ravens and Titans.
Ravens or Tennessee.
Okay.
And then it'll be the Browns and Steelers play Kansas City.
Ooh.
I think that's how. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Yeah.
So you mean to tell me? Oh, let me go down the list first because I got something I gotta ask you. That just raised a few questions. The Steelers, of course, are number 3. They're going up against the Browns, as we know, same team they just lost to in Week 17 with their backups, but they will have their starters back round 1. The Titans are, of course, number 4, Ravens 5, Browns 6, and Colts are 7th. Back to the Baker Mayfield conversation. It's an uphill battle for Baker because think about it. He has to go against giant Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Not in the literal sense of team names, but
right.
The scenario, you got to go against Big Ben. Then you win against Big Ben, you probably got to play Patrick Mahomes. Then you play the winner of either Buffalo or the Colts. So that means you probably got to go against Josh Allen before you can for the championship. That's tough.
That's a lot.
That's tough.
He going through the Lions again.
That is tough. You're throwing Baker into the Sharks tank. Like that is crazy. Like you got to play against Hall of Fame quarterbacks every round in the AFC.
And they hungry too.
And they hungry.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be tough.
So what if? So just I can't help but ask. What if the Browns pull it off and get to the NFC?
I'll be shocked. First of all,
what if Baker is who we think he is trying to portray himself in all these commercials, and he actually shows up on the gridiron? Is it possible?
Slim. I think their best chance is beating Pittsburgh. That's their best shot. They going against Kansas City. They gonna have like I don't even know the percentage. 5% chance.
I don't want to look at the win probability of that game. Oh.
That's being generous. A 5% chance.
Oh, Baker versus Patrick Mahomes. Who would have thought in the playoffs? Oh my God.
That's being generous.
I don't know if he's ready. I don't know if he's ready for that.
It's more of a 60-40 shot this week.
Yeah, I agree.
The Steelers got a good 60%.
Browns really legit have a chance to win this. It's not a great chance, but it's a better chance than any other game. The matchups don't get easier; they get harder. Yeah. It doesn't become a walk in the park once you get past Big Ben. It gets worse.
Yeah.
But do you think Baker can like elevate his game to another level in a matter of weeks? Is what I want.
Not with that. I think, like I said, this game against Pittsburgh is going to be his best chance to win one, to win a game. If he get past Pittsburgh, I don't think they get past nobody.
That changes the narrative. So what if Baker Mayfield?
But it makes him look like a respectable quarterback, though.
It makes him look better than Lamar Jackson because he'll do something that Lamar hasn't done yet.
Well, so this could be. I think the Ravens are going to win too, though. I think the Ravens are going to win this week.
But get what I'm saying, though. Baker did it his third year, first year in the playoffs, though. So then that puts him in a conversation where Lamar's still an MVP. You can Patrick Mahomes is still there. Just you got the Aaron Rodgers.
They're up there, yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. Then Baker's in that 4 or 5, kind of like Josh Allen, then Baker. Like it's like that.
You can put him there. Okay,
he's in that conversation if he makes it out of Pittsburgh.
You can put him around there somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, he's at the bottom of the top 10. He's like 6 or 7.
You can put him around there, yeah. Right.
But if he wins against Big Ben and he wins respectfully, that puts him in the top 5 conversation right now as far as active QBs. In my mind,
you could possibly.
You turn a Cleveland franchise that's been terrible for almost 2 decades.
It moves them up a couple spots. I don't know about
turn them around in less than 5 years. Your first 3 years.
It moves them from like 12. He's about 12 now. He moves to about 7.
If he beats Big Ben?
Yeah.
Okay. I may have been more gracious with that than you are, but okay.
Yeah, you was a little more gracious because you forgot about Tom Brady over there and Drew Brees.
Because they're on their way out the door. We
They
ain't talking
still
about
top
them no
five
more.
quarterbacks and Russell Wilson.
What about Russell? You don't want me to talk about Russell right now.
Why not?
When we get to the NFC, we'll talk
They
about
12
Russell.
Okay.
I'm not over there yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not over there yet. I got words for him, but we ain't over there yet.
Wow.
We ain't over there yet.
You better disrespect me.
So I want the Browns to win just to give Baker some respect.
Just for his respect.
Just for his respect. You knock out Big Ben and the Steelers that were undefeated majority of the season, you doing something right.
I ain't decided yet. I haven't decided. I know it's gonna be a close game. I ain't decided if I want to win yet.
I might put money on both ends.
I don't know.
I'll be honest with you. I might put money on both sides. I ain't gonna hold you up.
I got to sit on it. I need a couple. We'll do another podcast for playoffs.
We'll know. Yeah, we'll know for sure.
I'll pay my picks next one. I don't know.
Yeah. Titans and Ravens.
See, that's the one right there.
That's the game.
That's the game. In the AFC, that's the game.
That's the revenge match. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if Lamar Jackson loses to the Titans 2 years in a row in the first round.
And badly. Because y'all badly last year. If you make it respectable, you get a little more respect.
No, he will not. 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 Lamar has to make it out the first round.
I agree.
Now.
Oh, I agree because he's 0-2.
Yeah. And you're no longer in that Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers conversation if you can't get out the first round.
You in that it's gonna be
Peyton Manning Rivers conversation then.
It's gonna be Peyton Manning-esque playoffs.
Peyton Manning, Phillip Rivers conversation then.
I'm gonna say Peyton Manning was a great regular. It took Peyton a decade.
That's what I'm saying. Look at Phillip Rivers. It took him longer than that to get.
Well, I mean, he's been in playoffs before. It's just been like 5 years.
That was a long time ago, man.
It's just been a minute.
Some of us wasn't watching football back when Phillip Rivers was relevant.
Dang. Well, the problem is, I think they're gonna show up. You know what the problem is with Tennessee?
Yeah, Derrick Henry.
That 2,000-yard back.
The one that you say he's gonna hit that mark in the game too. You say he's gonna hit that mark.
I didn't think he was because he needed like 230 yards.
Yeah, he got him.
250.
He got him.
I don't know how either. I know how he 265 around a 4.3. That's how.
And Ryan Tannehill said, "I'm just gonna manage this game, y'all. I'm just gonna chill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna toss the ball back to you." And
oh man, and it was a lucky win too. You see, they faced it in the game. Was like, oh, thank God he hit that. We ain't trying.
Yeah, Derek was like,
thank you for this. He was like, thank God you hit that.
Right. How bittersweet would it have been if Derrick Henry hit the 2,000 mark and then ended your season off a field goal kick?
I know, right?
That would be crazy. Bittersweet. But yeah, Ravens got a lot more to prove. Not saying that the Titans don't have nothing to prove.
Yeah.
But they proved so much. They overachieved last year and shocked the world. So now it's like, okay, if you don't do it this year, we're not gonna be tripping.
Okay. But like Lamar Jackson has the most pressure of anybody going to the playoffs.
Facts.
The most pressure.
Facts.
Of all the teams.
Facts. I agree with that. The only other person I'm
putting in that conversation may be Drew Brees.
Damn, you read my mind. I was about to say Drew Brees because
he's retiring.
He's retiring, and I think he knows it. I think
that's the only pressure.
Yeah,
but he might lose less pressure because if he got Kamara, it might not be his fault.
True.
It's gonna be right at the line. If Kamara plays right at it.
Yeah, you just got to do the best you can. We'll get to them in a second.
Yeah.
Wrapping up the AFC. Do you believe Phillip Rivers can get past the Buffalo Bills on Sunday?
I don't know if I believe it. I'm not saying it's not possible. I think Josh Allen's changed his game to another level. And I've always been a Josh Allen fan since the day he got drafted. And I just think the way they've been balling the last, you could say 2 weeks, but last month for sure.
I mean, his growth from year 2 to year 3 was insane.
Exactly. He had a good year last year, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. His year 2 to year 3 Like he definitely. I mean, they made it to the playoffs last year. Nobody expected them
to. Exactly. They
You know,
just thought he was a running quarterback.
They got in, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. They got in last year when Andy Dalton beat the Cowboys last year. What was the last game of the season? The Bengals had to win in order for them to get in.
Oh, something like that.
I know the Bengals had to win for them to get in.
Yeah, it was something like that.
I can't remember what team it was though.
I can't even remember. It was something crazy. Like, well, the Dolphins beat the Patriots last year and helped the Bills stay in. It was something.
Yeah. So
it was a lot.
It was a lot going on, but they got in because of Andy Dalton. I do remember that. And Phil Rivers has proved me wrong this year to a degree. But I honestly think that my thoughts on him.
You think Buffalo's going to destroy the Colts?
I think Buffalo's going to take him out. Now, destroy is kind of a strong word. I just think the Bills are going to show up and show out because they know what time it is, and they know that they're like a sleeper team for the Super Bowl. Because a lot of people have Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers and State Farm. You know, that it looks good from a marketing standpoint.
They doing the commercial on bye week.
Definitely.
They about to do the commercial this week coming up.
Definitely. However, since both of them on bye weeks,
right,
I wouldn't be surprised if, just to, upset the apple cart, if the Buffalo Bills find a way to go to Arrowhead, come out on top.
I think the Buffalo Bills are the best team in the AFC to contend with Patrick Mahomes.
Because you rarely ever see a team go back to back in Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Let me clarify that.
And win.
They'll go to the Super Bowl, but to win back to back, that almost never happens.
Yeah, the Patriots ain't did it.
So. Patriots didn't. Yeah, they didn't even do it. So they won every other year.
I think the Colts went back to back.
They went back to back and lost. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I think if Kansas City do make it, I think if Aaron Rodgers and if it's Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, I think Aaron Rodgers will take them out.
I think so too. Let's go ahead and get over to the NFC, which is not nearly as entertaining and thrilling. We can pretty much blow through this real quick.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's got some interest. We'll get to it, but it's not as the AFC is more challenging.
It's a little younger. AFC younger though. That's why.
Yeah, definitely.
Outside of Big Ben, it's a little bit, and Phillip Rivers is younger on that side.
Right.
We got some vets on the NFC side.
Right. So we got the Green Bay Packers. Obviously, they got the division home field advantage. Yeah, so everybody got to go through Lambeau Field in the wintertime, in the snow, with Aaron Rodgers at home, comfortable, chilling, feet up, kicking it. All right. So the New Orleans Saints without Alvin Kamara, what are they?
Losing. Well, who the Saints play though?
Saints will play the Bears, right? Does 2 play 7?
Yeah.
Okay, so they play the Bears.
So I mean, the Saints are going to win. I'm not picking the Bears. It's not going to happen.
Well, I'm not so sure.
And who knows how long Nagy going to keep Trubisky? He ain't going to be like, hey, give me playoff Nick Foles, man.
See, you read my mind. That's why I'm like, well, now hold on.
But it's going to be too late because Nick Foles going to be cold. If he start the game, that's no different.
And he might start. We haven't heard the announcement yet. He might start.
I just think the Saints are better. It don't matter with Kamara or not.
But here's my question.
The only way the Bears win is the defense.
Here's my question though. Because they're a wild card and wild card weekend, they won't play the Saints next weekend, will they?
Who?
Does the wild card have to play the number 2?
Yeah, the 7 play the 2, and if the Bears beat the Saints, then they gotta go back to Lambeau and get destroyed by Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, so
yeah, you don't want them problems.
Hold that thought.
You don't want them problems.
Hold that thought. So you're telling me the Packers got to play their rival more likely that first round one
if
after
the Bears
wild card. Honestly, you're not gonna believe me when I say this, but
you're gonna pick the Bears.
I might put money on the Bears. And here's the reason why. Breeze is not 100%. Kamara's out the game. We don't know who else won't make it because of COVID. Will or will not make it. We'll have to wait till the injury report comes out.
It's right at the line for COVID for Kamara. It's 10 days, and it'll be like 11 or 12 days.
That's what I'm saying. So he might be he might not be able to practice.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you better get out there, man. You had 6 TDs game before you last game you played.
So
you don't need to practice.
when you have to worry about Khalil Mack on the opposite side of the field.
Look, that's the best argument. Is a defense.
That's all I got. That's all I got. I'm not a Trubisky guy.
That's the best.
Nick
That's the only
Foles
argument.
and all the other piece of the argument.
The Saints defense ain't no joke either, though.
No, I ain't say that.
They got a veteran. They got a vet leadership too. They've been together for a while.
Is Malcolm Jenkins still on the team?
Yeah, they got Jenkins. They got oh God, what's the dude's name? Cameron Jordan.
Yeah,
some of them been there a while. Janoris Jenkins, some of them.
Yeah, I'm not counting their defense out. I'm just saying I wouldn't count the Bears out so easily. It just depends on who Nagy starts the game out with.
It's gonna be Trubisky because Trubisky only lost 2 games technically all year.
I wish Nagy had kept. I bet he
wish
he had kept.
He likes like 2 or 3 games all year.
I bet Nagy wish he had kept Trubisky and started lineup this season.
Yeah, and then I think because Trubisky gets the win and Nick Foles came in because he started the game.
Right.
So technically, that's what I'm saying. Technically.
Okay, so we got the Saints and Bears, and then we got the Seahawks going up against
the Rams. That's their third matchup too.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When I said I had a lot to say about Russell Wilson, this is what I got for you. I lost faith in him.
What? They went 12-4.
I lost faith in him. I've given up on him. The next time we do a fantasy football draft, I'm not drafting him.
Wow.
I've lost faith in him. He really ruined my season. He was really the biggest reason why my season didn't go the way it should have.
Wow.
So
that's because he's not really okay. He's not really a fantasy. He just wins. That's how he win ugly.
Here's the thing. He didn't win. So we're not talking. No, listen, those games that he lost were in the middle of the season.
Well,
he picked it back up towards the end. After
he started off high. It was a little happy in the middle.
He started off running for MVP. And you know what? Up until week 4, he had a great conversation. He was in the conversation. He had the numbers.
He's top 5 conversations too.
I put him in 6, 7. But anyway, let's move on. He fell off the cliff. And when he fell off hard.
Wow, you put him on a cliff.
Seahawks ain't winning no Super Bowl this year.
He's in the prime of his career, though.
I'm sorry?
He's in the prime of his career.
He was better 2 years ago.
But he's in the prime. He wasn't in his prime. He was just in his prime 2 years ago.
When they lost that 1-yard play against San Francisco, and San Francisco got to the Super Bowl last year.
He's only 32 years old, 33.
Only.
That's the prime for an NFL quarterback. Unless, Patrick Mahomes is the exception.
Okay, I'm about to say, what?
And Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers are probably the only 2 exceptions I can think of.
Aaron Rodgers didn't play for his first 4 seasons. So what you saying?
Exactly.
He sat on ice. I just don't see the Seahawks getting out.
Exactly. He came in his prime. Aaron Rodgers did. He was 28, 27 when he.
If I were a betting man, I probably would put my money on the Rams. Only reason I won't put the money on the Rams. No Jared Goff. I don't know what I'm getting from Jared Goff. He probably played. You playing with a broken thumb. It's playoffs. You playing with a Breeze played with a broken thumb and did good last year. Yeah, but first of all, let's compare Jared Goff to Drew Brees. I'm not going to. I'm just saying. That's what we're not about to do. He had the same surgery, Jared Goff is barely above Carson Wentz right now. Barely. Ouch. He $100 million man too. And they win a lot because of Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. And you can't count them out either. I mean, Seahawks defense ain't that strong. True. But they play. This is the third time they're in the same division, so they play each other. They know each other. How many times did the Rams win? How many times did the Rams win that matchup? I think they both won one piece. It went 1-1. I think the Rams can pull it off. It might be a close game because they're not winning with what's his name now. I feel like Russ gonna lay an egg. They not winning with the backup quarterback. I didn't say that. I'm like, I mean, they 10-6. Their record ain't that much worse either. Yeah, but the Rams ain't winning with Wolford. Is his name? They're not winning with him. Josh Wolford. Yeah, they're not winning with him against Seahawks against
prime time against Russ cooking, not gonna happen.
I just don't trust him, man. He falls short when you need him when you count on the most.
Now, I hear you, but he wins ugly. He's not really. He's like Big Ben. They numbers sometimes don't always look nice. It look ugly, but they do win games.
Right. So, of course, 4 and 5, we got the Washington team going up against Tampa Bay. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I hate that it had to be Alex Smith.
But yeah, I'm sorry. Look,
I hate that it had
nice.
to be Alex. I hate that it had to be Alex Smith. And while we're on the topic, Mike Evans is declared out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They announced it this morning
I didn't see that yet. Wow.
On Get Up. I don't know if they
can. I mean, it's for probably the betterment of his health anyway.
I don't know if the report is official, but I know on Get Up they said Mike Evans is out.
Oh wow.
He got last night.
Yeah. I mean, I hadn't heard the MRI yet, so I didn't know. They said hyperextended is basically like a mild sprain or high sprain, whatever.
And like I told you, now Tom Brady looks like a genius because now all the media pundits are giving him props for getting AB
and Gronk.
No, they ain't talking about Gronk. They're saying.
No, I'm saying because he got AB and Gronk.
Yeah. But they just saying like, yeah, he looks like a genius now because now that Mike Evans is out, AB goes in. AB had great numbers last night.
He did.
Huh?
He did.
He had like
I've never had a problem with AB as a football player.
He was like 2 touchdowns, 178 yards or 138 yards. It was
I mean, Godwin there too, though. So Godwin had a good game too.
Yeah. So now that we're in the playoffs with AB, my question to you is: can the Buccaneers come from behind and pretty much shock the NFC?
Well, they will never be underdog when you got Tom Brady.
Okay.
You can never. It's not possible.
Because they looked a little shaky there for a few weeks, but they turned around and made 11 and 5.
I think some of that have to do with they said they don't have a bad relationship. I think it has something to do with like the coaching.
According to Rex Ryan over on Get Up, he said that they seem like they're finally on the same page now. Like
the same page is let Brady do his thing and get out of my way.
Basically.
And I just monitor you. I monitor the situation. If you Bruce Arians, let Brady be Brady. That's the coaching advice.
Okay.
Let Brady be Brady.
Right. So
especially now, this is when Brady wake up now.
Yeah, the regular season's over. He can finally be GOAT Brady.
Brady good now. Now Brady could be calling home in the middle of the game. Yeah, you cooking dinner? Or you ordering in? What we doing? Oh, hold on. Let me throw a touchdown pass. Yeah, back to what we was talking about, babe.
Right. So how, like in your projection, how many rounds you think the Buccaneers gonna make it this year? How far you think they're gonna go?
Let's see. They the 5 seed.
They the 5
if
seed.
They win. They playing. Who is the 2 seed? Who the 2 seed?
The Saints.
The Saints.
Yeah.
Whoo! They both. That's a good one. Brady and Breeze again.
Brady and Breeze. That'd be a good one. You know, Breeze ain't gonna miss that game for the world.
Exactly. Brady and Breeze again. I might. That's a good one. I don't know yet.
Because ain't the Saints 0-2 in their matchups? Didn't the Saints beat them twice?
No. Yeah, Saints beat them twice.
Yeah, so the Bucs are 0-2.
Yeah, even though the first one I don't really count because that was week 1.
That was week 1.
Yeah, Brady just got there, and so.
But that second one counts.
Yeah, it was a close one though. So I would probably put my money on the Saints only because of Drew Brees' final run.
Man.
I'm not picking them to go to Super Bowl. I just think I think Brees got a game or two left in him though, where he like, hey, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out swinging.
I feel that. So you don't think Brady?
Knock me out.
You don't think Brady going to the Super Bowl?
Not this year. And it's hard not to put money on Brady because it's Brady in the playoffs. His record is a slight blemish. He got like 5, 6, 7 losses, and 40 wins. I don't even know the number. It's a stupid number.
It's ridiculous. His playoff record is ridiculous.
It's exactly. It's not a lot. I think he has the best playoff record ever.
I'm about to take a look right now. You got me over here wanting to go take a look.
Yeah, I think Montana's percentage is just as good though.
Mm-hmm.
Neither one of them lost a lot in the playoffs.
So they got the most playoff wins by a quarterback with 30, and the most record for playoff games started at 41. And they got the Super Bowls. Tom Brady and Joe Flacco are tied for the most postseason road wins by a quarterback with 8.
Really?
Excluding the big game, Flacco holds the record with 7. Because Brady been to more Super
because
Bowls
they was
than
always
Flacco.
going on the road. They didn't have a lot of home games.
Yeah.
Flacco was always going on the road to win his. I can see that.
Mm-hmm. But he got 30.
Okay, I was close enough. I knew it was something like that.
Yeah. So
it's tough not to put money on Tom Brady in general.
Right. So, of course, you got them beating Washington week 1, right? In the
absolutely. That's not a spoiler. Well, hopefully it's not that defense. Don't let Chase Young get to Brady though.
Oh, yeah, keep Brady clean.
Yeah, you better keep Brady because Brady ain't 43. You've been hit Brady in the wrong spot.
And
then we got a different conversation.
The whole playoff bracket gets broke.
Oh yeah, exactly. I want to know what the pay. Oh, I can't wait to look at the payout on that game. Might make you want to take it.
Washington beating the Buccaneers.
It might make you want to take it.
That makes me want to put money on it too, just to see if it happens.
Exactly.
So right now, before the playoffs officially start, we got the Packers and the Chiefs at number 1 on each side. Are we still saying Chiefs and Packers in the playoffs, or do you got somebody else going? Do you still think Buffalo can be that?
I think if Buffalo plays them, they could beat them.
Do you think Buffalo could beat Aaron Rodgers though?
The Chiefs. No, I didn't say all that.
Oh, okay. So they can get there. They can get there, but they're not going to win.
Say that the Packers are going to win the Super Bowl.
So you got the Packers winning the Super Bowl?
If they get there, I'm pretty sure they're going to win it. Not tough that is for me to say. I'm a Vikings fan saying that.
That's tough. That's tough.
But I think Aaron Rodgers needs that second one for his legacy.
Yo, he's locked in. He's Hall of Fame right now. But if
he is. But
he wins this one, he's locked in
because he got you got Bart Starr and Brett Favre. Bart Starr don't got Super Bowls. He got or whatever they weren't even called Super Bowls when Bart Starr was winning.
Oh, for Packer history?
Yeah, they was called NFL championships. Okay. He got a boatload though. Him and Vince Lombardi.
Gotcha. The one the trophy's named after.
He got like 5. I think Bart Starr got like 1 Super Bowl, maybe 2.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, man. Hey, that's it for right now. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Let me marinate on that. If you're just joining us, make sure you follow GTA Sports Network on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, GTA Heat Check, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, GTA Sports. And don't forget to subscribe to GTASportsNet.com for all things in the world of sports. You can follow me at Ty Slatter, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Tom, let them know where they can find you at, buddy.
Instagram, Tone_Fresh08.
All right. This has been another episode of GTA Heat Check. And until next time, we out.